Hello there. Busy day in the kitchen today, as usual. The way it can be. We try to do most of our cooking. Actually, we try to do all of our own cooking from scratch. No boxes and cans in this kitchen. Danielle's got big projects going on, and I'm right in between her, trying to do another project. She's working on a delicata squash soup. This is her pot, and you probably can't see it, but she's got her squash over here. And then I'm working on a roast beef. Believe it or not, I'm not making cookies today. I'm making a roast beef. And we're going to do the Yorkshire puddings again, but we're going to do it a little bit differently today. Okay, so this is Danielle's pot of soup. This is Danielle's delicata squash. And this is my roast beef. And I'm in charge of the roast beef today, so I'm searing it before I put it in the oven. It's going to be in the oven for 2 hours or more. Then I'm going to try to capture the drippings this time. I'm going to do a different setup. So that's what we're going to do differently today. I'm going to be browning this, or searing the roast beef. It gives it a nice crust, which I love. That's my favorite part of it. This particular cut of roast beef has a nice thing of fat on the top, and I'm hoping that will result in some drippings.
I wanted to mention these pans, which I use so often in the kitchen, and I forget how I depend on them. These are probably from the 1940s, early. My parents were married in '39. And these things, I think, were cake pans, and they have this thing that you can move, and it goes all around the pan. And what it does, if you pour a layer cake batter in here, and then it bakes, take it out, it cools a little bit, and then you take this, and this loosens the whole layer, because they didn't have Pam, and they didn't have whatever other kinds of liners, like the parchment, which is helpful for getting a cake out of the pan easily. But just the history. I don't use it like this, but I'm intrigued by it. I try to keep it clean. Has a lot of uses. We made pancakes this morning from sourdough starter. And so as I was making them, I wanted to use the whole thing, have all the pancakes ready. If we had some left over, we'll, wrap them up and take them out again tomorrow. It makes a lot. And so I was just piling the pancakes in here. I had it on a high trivet just to keep them warm, not drying them out or continuing any cooking. So, and today I used it. I cut the delicata squashes in half, pulled out all the seeds, and kind of separated them somewhat, neatened them up a little bit, and then put them in this pan that had, I think it had some bacon grease in it, and from yesterday. And I opened it up and I put the seeds in the oven, and they came out nice and crunchy. I sprinkled a little salt on them, and Stephanie and I just had a little snack of delicata squash seeds. But if you go around poking in what they call antique shops, you might very well find a lot of these tins with a little tab that you can pull, and it spins around the inside. So, just for your information, you might find it fun, and you might find these as useful as we do.
We've got a nice little pan here this time with a rack inside. We're going to put this piece of meat on that rack. The butcher was nice enough to put string around it, and I've got this nice layer of fat, which is what I'm after. Now all I need to do is salt and pepper it. I'm not going to put garlic powder in it. I know most of you do, but I'm not going to do that because we don't have any. We don't really keep it around the house. Nothing against garlic powder, we just don't use it.
We don't know where the garlic came from that they powder.
Well,
we know what happens to garlic in other places. They bleach it.
I know our viewers would tell us to make our own. Are they good? Well, I don't know. You kind of have to draw the line somewhere making your own stuff. So there's a little bit of salt. And in she goes.
I don't think you need it.
Need what?
Garlic powder?
You don't need any.
No. You can have a garlic flavor in there without some industrial powdered process. No. It's running now.
All right, our roast beef is in now. I've also got our muffin pan to make those Yorkies. Except this time we're going to do something different. You want to make sure you watch it. All right, catch you in a couple of hours.
Teapot is on.
Yay. Have a little bit of tea. Okay, I'm going to slip in here real quick.
Ooh.
And I'm going to turn the roast beef around.
Can you see? I would have brought the flashlight.
No, I don't have to see to turn it around, but we are getting some grease or we're getting some juice down there, which is what I want from that big piece of fat on the top. Another hour.
Okay. Oops. There. Exactly right, 160 medium. If I can grab it.
There goes in the medium.
Right there. Okay, very good.
I'm going to take the, we've got some nice drippings here. Which is the difference between this time and the last time I showed you us making Yorkshire puddings. So now we did our roast beef differently. I am not a meat cooker. I was a vegetarian for, gosh, 35 years. So, but I'm always willing to learn new skills.
That sounds good.
Danielle, I think you're right. We will have enough. See that?
Well, good luck.
Yeah. So the difference this time, if I can talk above that sound, is that we're using actual drippings from the meat. We bought a different cut of roast beef. Last time we bought a chuck. This time we bought a rump roast. This is going to go back in the oven. Well, it's probably ready now, but I'm going to put it back in and get it up to 425. There we go. We're going to look for 425 on that needle. And I got the bottom door of the wood stove cracked to get more air and more temperature going over to the oven. Good, so we're going to put a 1/4 cup of our batter. Put it in each one of these. I would like to hear it sizzle. We're lucky this time because we thought ahead of time and we got a good piece of meat that would yield some great drippings. So this would be a true Yorkshire pudding. I'd still like to learn how to make it in the pan. That's the way my grandfather did it. I don't know if I'm going to have enough for 11 compartments.
Just about. Well, why don't you just add some in the other ones instead?
Instead?
If you think they're going to be too small.
Okay.
Well, I can come by with my spatula.
No, oh, okay. But we got to be quick because we're losing temperature.
All right.
This has to be
I'm
done
gonna
very
lose a lot
fast.
of batter, though. I like to save the batter. Okay. There.
That's good.
Very good.
Okay.
I'm
You can
happy
have
with that.
that. And I'll put this in the oven. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. Now it's about time to turn the Yorkshire puddings around. If you watch the channel, you've heard me say that I like to turn anything that I'm baking around because of the nature of the wood-fired oven. Did you see those? They're very beautiful, aren't they?
Yes.
Good.
And I see the ones on the right now are darker, far darker than the ones on the left. So
When
now
I took it out, the ones that were on the right or that were on the left?
the ones that were on the
On
left,
the left.
those were beautifully dark. The ones on the right were pale.
See,
And you
it's
turned
the
it around.
difference in the temperature
Oh,
that
yeah.
I keep preaching about.
Yep.
Good. While I'm waiting for the Yorkshire puddings to be finished, I thought I would get a head start on cutting up this wonderful looking piece of meat. Again, cooking meat is not my forte, but you do what you have to do. I like to cut it as thinly as I can, although this piece is going to be a little thick because I like the end piece. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it, Danielle?
Ooh, nice. Medium rare.
Yeah.
I like it.
You want me to cut them thin? Like that?
That's very nice. I like that.
This is a nicer looking piece of meat than that other one that we bought.
Well, yes. That was a chuck.
Yeah.
This is different.
Learn a little bit about meat cuts.
And the people who own the Emery's store there in Waterville,
They're very knowledgeable.
they are so nice, and they're always happy to give you advice or a recipe or explain the cuts of meat. I really like that. I especially like that it's a husband and wife, mom and dad, and the two sons who are homeschooled work in the store with their parents.
You think that's enough or one or two more?
No, that's good.
Okay. There we go. All right. We think it's time to take the Yorkshire puddings out of the oven. They had a couple more minutes to go, but I
Oh,
looked at
they
them.
look
If you
perfect.
go by color,
Any longer, they would have been burned.
yeah.
Oh, that
So-
is nice.
I wanted to put them on this plate.
Um,
Okay,
yeah, sure.
so let me get them out of there so they can begin the cooling off process.
Very nice.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
Now these, again, I know I said it a couple times already, but these we made with the beef
Sorry.
drippings. So I guess they qualify as real honest-to-goodness Yorkshire puddings, not popovers.
Exactly.
Not that there's anything wrong with popovers. Certainly isn't, but that's not what I was shooting for. And if you all haven't figured it out yet, oh, that one doesn't quite look done. I'm learning at
Well, the interior ones usually lag behind.
okay.
So if you want to put two back in the
No,
interior,
it's good.
all right.
Finally, we get to eat. We only eat 2 meals a day. We might snack on cookies or some such. But
Cracknells.
but pretty much only 2 meals a day. We haven't eaten since 9 o'clock this morning. It's been a cold day. Woke up this morning and we had 20 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit outside. The outside, obviously outside, not inside. It was 46 here in the cabin, in the kitchen this morning when I came out to light the fire. But anyway, we've been, doing the usual cooking and stuff. And so now we get to eat. We made our Yorkshire puddings. Now, as you saw in the video, this time we made them with the beef drippings. And that was important to do.
That was authentic.
That way they're authentic Yorkshire puddings, not popovers. Not that there's anything wrong with popovers. But, yeah, I guess they're better. They're pretty good.
And of course, there's
Yeah.
the roast beef. These are carrots from our garden, and jade was the variety of green beans from the garden. And of course, the potatoes. You're the master potato grower. So, this is
So
really
that's it, yeah.
down home.
So
Very nice.
I guess that's about it from here. And I guess we'll catch you on the next one. We have, I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow. I guess we're doing errands. But
Oh boy.
anyway, I guess that's it from here. Just going to have a nice, relaxing evening. We're going to watch a PBS documentary about the American Revolution. So, and then practice music.
Oh boy.
I know, music. You want to see music. Oh, we will. Don't worry. Okay, so anyway, we're going to sign off for now, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, bye.